Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today with a roundup of the latest Vogue patterns and some gorgeous fabrics you could pair them with. Everything's available on our gorgeous website. Just check out the links below and you'll also find a link to sign up for our weekly newsletter for a healthy dose of sewing inspiration straight to your inbox. So I'm so excited about these Vogue patterns. There are some absolute beauties in here and I think I'm actually wearing a Vogue pattern today. In fact, I'll pop a link to it below, but the bodice of this dress is a Vogue pattern, and then I added a tiered skirt which I did a tutorial for. It's a maxi length skirt, but yeah, I'll try and remember to pop a link to the pattern and the tutorial below for you. But enough about that, let's talk about the exciting new patterns. So the first one I want to share with you is Vogue 2025, and from the minute I saw this it was love. It's absolutely beautiful. Two versions, both versions have a high sweetheart neckline with a spaghetti halter neck strap that creates ruching at the centre front, and then there's a small cutout, but it's quite high up, so it's above the tummy, only showing a little, like tiny little bit of flesh. So I think very, very wearable. You know, some of the cutouts are a lot bigger or in places that you might feel less comfortable, but it is just a very small, sort of like around the solar plexus area or just below there, it looks like. So yeah, very small cutout, lovely squarish neckline at the shoulders, and then you've got the option for a really full flutter short sleeve, which is really beautiful, or a sleeveless version. And then the skirt is a gentle flared midi length skirt. It is just so chic, so beautiful, so Vogue. It runs up to a size 26, which is a 48 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip, and it can be sewn up in crepes, linen blends, poplins, rayons, tencel twills, and I thought the sleeveless version would look absolutely gorgeous in our lyocell fabric, which has been super popular this summer. I've had to reorder this lots of times and I'm not surprised because this floral print is absolutely gorgeous. That magenta and purple against this pale sage green background, it's silky, silky soft. It's got oodles of drape and movement, and it would just look fantastic sewn up as Vogue 2025. Then the next pattern is another gorgeous dress, more of a sort of casual day dress this time, and something I would love to make and wear. So it is a sort of shirt dress. It's got a collar and a lapel which folds back. It's got a button down front, but there's loads and loads of really interesting details on this. So it's an asymmetric button front. It's got a dropped waist. It's got short sleeves. And then it's got a back yoke, but it's got skirt pleats across the back, loads and loads of pleats across the back. The waist is adjustable by self ties coming from the front side seams. And it's got a concealed button tab at the waist as well. So I just think it would be one of those patterns that you could really get your teeth into, stretch your sewing skills. They're just a lovely casual day dress as well. And it's got that lovely asymmetric front, and then you can tie the waist ties at the back, and then you've got all those lovely pleats. You've got the yoke. I think the yoke is pleated. I think, yeah, there's a pleat underneath the yoke. The sleeves are nice and full and they look like they're finished with like a band, but very sort of cool, casual day wear. It's a Rachel Comey design, and this one runs up to a size 24, which is a 46 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip. And the fabric I thought would look great sewn up into that design is a new fabric that we've had in recently. It's a cotton linen mix. It's got this beautiful floral print on it, and then it's got like a sort of smudgy design. It's like a stone colour, I would say, and it's got this smudgy effect on the background. It's really lovely. Cotton linen would work perfectly for that gorgeous, gorgeous dress. And then the next pattern is more of a dressy number, Vogue 2023. Again, beautiful and chic as you would expect from Vogue. It's got a lovely high collar, which looks like it's pleated. And then it's got a pleat, a box pleat at the front. And then other than that, it's just a very simple shift dress style, sleeveless, loose fitting, a zip at the back. So I think, you know, you'd have a lot of fun making the collar, and then the rest of the dress is relatively simple, so by the looks of it, but very chic, very easy to wear, lovely and loose fitting, but you've got a bit of drama up here as an interesting design detail. That one runs up to a size 22, which is a 44 bust, 37 waist and 46 hip. And the fabric I thought would be perfect for that is our Mystique. It's like a lighter weight Duchess satin, and comes in a range of colours, but I just shamelessly copied the pattern packets with this beautiful fuchsia pink. You've got the high shine side if you like the satin side, but you can use the matte side as well, and I thought that would work really well for that design. And then on to the next pattern, which is a Diane Von Furstenberg re-release. So we had one of those earlier in the year, which I made, and that went really well. It was super, super popular, her signature wrap dress design. This is another one of her designs, again, a wrap dress, but this time designed specifically for knit fabrics. This is pleated at the waist, I think. No, it's gathered. It's got a gathered skirt. The skirt's gathered to fit the bodice. It's got the wrap over top, and you've got the option for short sleeves or sleeveless. The neckline is finished with a band. And I have to say, the other one, the fit was really good. It didn't gape. It was, you know, really well drafted and designed. I'm sure this one would be the same. It's got a gathered skirt, and then you've got options for a maxi length or a shorter length. And the fabric I chose for that one, oh, I should just give you the size range actually. That goes up to a 24, so we've already talked through that size. And it is an original vintage re-release, so it is an original Diane Von Furstenberg pattern from the 1970s. If you don't know who DVF, as she's affectionately referred to, is, she was the lady who invented the original wrap dress, so she's a very famous designer. And I thought that the sleeveless version would look gorgeous sewn up in this viscose jersey fabric that we've got. All the patterns and fabrics I'm going to link below for you, so if you see one you like, just jump on and check out the links. But how pretty is that beautiful pale lilac with the plum colour, and then the splashes of orange and yellow and white. Gorgeous. Would make a great maxi version of that DVF dress. And then another vintage re-release, we've got Vogue 2042. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, just the design details are so beautiful on this. So you've got a lovely thick bands that come down from sort of the shoulder neckline to a ring. And then you've got a sort of sleeveless bodice. So you've got the ring in the middle, and it creates almost like a cross. And obviously the fabric will ruche up and gather around that ring. And then the bodice looks like it's gathered at the waist. And then you've got a waist tie that you can tie round, and you've got the option for the skirt's gathered at the waist, and you've got the option for a shorter skirt or a maxi length skirt. At the back, it's just got a very simple V, and it looks like it's fastened with a zip at the back. Absolutely beautiful, very sort of interesting design detail on the bodice there, but I think it would be sort of nice and comfortable to wear thanks to the gathered waist, and the bodice looks like it's got a bit of ease in it, a bit of room, and so is the skirt. But again, a lot of fun to sew that really quirky, unusual neck detail design, sort of thing that you're just not going to find in the shops as much. You know, I just think making your clothes really unique, which is just the beauty of being able to sew your own, isn't it? This one runs up to a size 26, which we've already talked through, and it said soft fabrics for this one, and I just got a bit of a sort of 70s vibe off this gorgeous fabric. This has been a really, really popular one this year as well. I've had to reorder this many times. It is, I think it's a viscose, but I'm going to pop links to them all below for you anyway, so you can check out the full details there. But yeah, this has been super, super popular, this fabric, and yeah, I think that would make a really gorgeous version of that dress. And then finally, the last pattern I chose from this gorgeous Vogue release is Vogue 2034, which is a pair of wide leg trousers or wide leg shorts. They both have, they're fitted at the hip, but then they're nice and wide on the legs, and particularly with shorts, I really like that. I think a wider leg on shorts is just far more flattering. It's more comfortable to wear. You know, I can't stand it when shorts are tight around my thighs. I like it when they're nice and loose, but then you've got that fit around the hips and the waist on these shorts, which is really nice. They've both got back yokes, they've got inseam pockets, you've got a button closure at the front, and then on the trousers, on the trousers and the shorts, there's a sort of design detail where you can add buttons across the front. I think actually they open, the button flap opens. So I think you've got a button on the waistband, and then you've got a button flap, but on lots of button flaps, the buttons sort of go down the sides like that, but they're going across the top on this. And I think you probably undo those, and that gives you that room to get in and out of the shorts, but also creates that lovely design detail as well. These run up to a size 26, and again, I shamelessly copied the pattern packet. I loved that sort of royal bluish colour the model was wearing with the shorts, and this linen cotton fabric of ours, this blue colour is just beautiful, and I thought would sew it really nicely into those shorts. I've made shorts with this, I've made a waistcoat with it, I think I might have made some other things. I'm going to make some trousers with it as well, but yeah, I just thought those shorts would look really cute made up in that fabric. So they're my favourite picks, but there are more patterns on the website in that release, so do check those out. Links to everything below, and if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.